my name's John Granston. Welcome to the Doctor Who Confidential. Sorry. Hello, my name's John Granston. Welcome to the WhoTubia podcast. I'm here with
Christopher Thompson.
Is this where I say my name?
yes,
It helps.
I'm Richard B Brookes. Hello.
it's Richard B Brookes. Richard B Brookes is a writer, scientist, and
Friend.
Friend.
Richard
All-round
Brookes,
good guy.
writer, scientist, friend.
Lovely. And this week, he's the reason I say lovely so much. It's bizarre. Anyway, we're here to talk about
Closing time.
which sees the return of James Corden as Craig Owings, as well as some fiendish cybernetic creations from the planet Mondas. See me today? I should work for the radio.
Actually, really, we don't know if these are from Mondas or actually from the parallel world, John.
Actually, yeah, but they can time travel. It would seem.
They're robots and they've got people in them. They're some sort of Cybermen.
Yeah.
This is true.
Just accept them as Cybermen.
Yeah.
Either
I think
way,
if you
they're us.
start worrying about Cybermen continuity, then we're in trouble.
Yeah.
We will be here.
I like the people saying, I want Mondas Cybermen back in this. And I'm sort of thinking, the first thought in my head is, the old ones,
God.
which I hope don't see the return. And subsequently, I hope they're not like the ones in the 80s, because even though I liked them when I grew up watching them, they did defy the point of Cybermen, which would be unemotional.
You
to
know,
which they were like, excellent.
I was going to say that.
Why?
Well, Doctor,
Why have we never done this before?
to be or not to be?
They're sort of very Shakespearean, those Cybermen, weren't they?
It was. Yes.
But anyway, this episode wasn't about the Cybermen. I think that could be a problem for some people. It was an episode about family and about people and about coming of age, I think.
Or coming of age and accepting.
It was
one's
about everything
responsibility.
from a guy who's got a newborn child that he's trying to be a father figure to. The Doctor's also seeing his ways and being sort of almost a therapeutic meeting with Craig, who's telling him, you're wrong. You're not as bad as you claim you are.
Mm.
There's quite a few things in it, and it is also the lead up to his death.
There is that cliffhanger at the end, which is like, ooh. It's not really a cliffhanger. It's just a
Lead on.
It's a tease.
yeah, it's a
To
tease.
build up.
And that trailer, the next time trailer, is also very good. And also, just as another note about Doctor Who and the Doctor Who world, Doctor Who Confidential got axed this week.
Oh no, not Doctor Who Confidential, not the programme that already highlights in every way what we've already seen, not really covering the production side of it, but always just them bantering and mucking around in front of a camera, which they're not doing already in the BBC programme, which the programme's meant to be documenting about.
What Chris said.
Okay, I can see it's a tough crowd.
Yeah, I personally wanted it to go ages ago, because it just doesn't... It's not interesting. It really isn't. It's just generally a blog after every episode.
I was talking to John about this earlier. I think in the first series it was really relevant because they were bringing the series back, and it was essentially a documentary of how they brought the series back and the production.
They
work
covered
that
the
went
themes
into
like the
everything.
Dalek. Here's the history of the Daleks. When the Master came back, they did all the history about it. Yeah, it was all topical, but then it's now just silly. It's not really a decent program. And the viewing rates are appalling anyway. So really, hardly many should be caring at all. Really, like 2 to 3 million watch that program compared to the 6 to 8 that watch the actual program.
No, it's actually less than that, Chris. It's 500,000 or something.
Half a million. Then what's the point of then? Can you wonder why they're going to axe it?
But
Because
do
it's
you know
crap.
do you want the real thing that annoys me the most is what they want to replace it is with.
What
is just reruns of BBC One shows. That's fine, but the BBC iPlayer kind of does that. There's no need for that. So why just not act something more rubbish?
To be fair,
well, actually, Doctor Who Confidential, given the fact it's got, 500,000, you say, tune
Something
in.
like that.
That is nothing gained from a program. Nothing. That deserves the axe. Done. That's whatever way you look at it. Whatever way you look at it. Even if you really like the program, the fact the ratings are appalling mean it's crap.
To be
It's
fair,
only when in cases where like the ratings are pretty good that they go and say, we're not going to renew it, we're axing it now. And you think, I thought that was going quite well. And the ratings weren't too bad either. But no, they still axe it. But when it's under 1 million, let alone 500,000, there's no point in continuing with it.
Two small points. It is a digital channel, so 500,000 viewers isn't that bad. But I think from a BBC point of view, they want people to watch.
Dave get more views than that.
To be fair, Dave is amazing though.
Dave is amazing. Top Gear, Fifth Gear, if you want to really dumb down.
Dragon's Den, if you're into
Dragon's
that sort of
Den.
thing. If they put
QI.
a piece of The Apprentice on, I wouldn't start watching it. But anyway, I think the thing is, BBC want you to watch what's on BBC One. They don't want you to turn over to what's on BBC Three because that's their big sell. It's the Saturday night BBC One viewing and
BBC Two as well. The two terrestrials are the main channels they want.
Yeah. So I think they're within their rights to say, right, we're just going to put repeats on because we want people to be watching BBC One. So
to be honest, that's the same thing about them axing BBC Four. Why don't they just compress BBC Four into BBC Three?
They are very different.
Yeah, but they can do it anyway. It doesn't really make a difference.
Well, I think it will if you go from something like...
all they do is play Family
Lee...
Guy, which is the same episode for the last 3 years.
No, but if you go from Lee Nelson's Well Good Show and next on BBC... No, wait. So, you've just heard Lee Nelson's Well Good Show, not. And next on BBC Three, it's time for that new French soap drama.
So,
sorry, what?
What would they call it? BBC Thraw? BBC Free? No, that's silly.
BBC, what the hell is this? So you two are kind of just against the show. I think they should just reformat it again and give it a vigorous shake and sort it out.
I think they should bring back Totally Doctor Who.
I thought they should have done that because that would have kept the kids really entertained. I mean, now that Sarah Jane Smith's gone.
And to be fair, like I was mentioning this to John earlier, at least with Totally Doctor Who, there was an opportunity for people to get involved. And, I mean, we saw Tony on there once, didn't we? Tony and
he was in one of the first, yeah. That's how he actually got his name made.
So I think a show like that is good because it's very sort of like open and kids can ask their questions and work out what they want to know rather than be dictated to while they have to listen to goddamn party rock anthem.
Party rockers in the house tonight. Shuffling.
We're not going to get off on a very good foot if you do that again, Chris. Of course, I'll come in there. Anyway, John. Closing time. One word thought.
Okay, taking my job. One word thoughts on closing time. I thought it was highly enjoyable. Brilliant. Then.
That's 3 words actually. But
yeah, I said brilliant as my one word would be brilliant.
Then you said very entertaining. Oh wait a minute, that's 4 or 5. Anyway.
Just
okay. I'm just going to stick with enjoyable.
I haven't really thought about this. I'm going to go for lovely.
Aww.
Yeah.
I can remember watching this. I've only actually seen this once. I came back from I came back from a night out, and I had trouble sleeping. So essentially, I was really drunk. I got into bed, put my laptop on, iPlayer, 4:00 in the morning, closing time. I was like, this is great. I really enjoy this. And to be fair, I don't want to watch it again just in case my experience is soured now that I'm sober. But to be fair, as far as an episode is concerned, I think it's one of Gareth Roberts' finest episodes. I think I said to John at the time that it's a really good apology for the absolute travesty that was a Shakespeare Code, and and it was nice to see an episode which focused a lot more on the personal drama rather than the monsters. I think that's what Russell T Davies was trying to envision when he brought the show back, and I think this is a textbook example of that sort of episode.
Yeah.
There you go. Richard's just basically summed up what we need to know. Shall we clock off early?
Yeah, we
must.
I feel like even though the Cybermen weren't in it as much, they were in whatever minute they were in was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, it was them not interacting with some human talking through them or for them, like they were just metal subordinates. when he has that confrontation, it felt like the old classic episodes where the Doctor confronted the cyber leader and things, and it was nice.
You'd think after all of the times he's done that before, he'd know not to stand so close, because he always gets caught. Every time. And then his companion wanders in. And
It was very similar to
Doctor, don't you
Rose,
remember what
actually.
happened? Don't you remember, Doctor, what happened to Adric?
Oh God.
Thought
Don't.
you needed reminding of
Look, there's a point, I think if you watch the clip back, he looks at them with a sort of hint of, Adric.
To be fair, the Cybermen didn't kill Adric. Adric killed Adric.
that.
That's very true. So the Doctor didn't do that. Rewind the tape back if you realise I'm wrong.
Okay.
Damn you, Adric! Why
Let's
did
just
you
face
have
it,
to
if
be
the
so
Cybermen had
stubborn when it
emotion, they
comes to
would've
maths?
Oh no, I'll never know I was right. Bang. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cyberman.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. I've got no complaints.
I was thoroughly amused by the Cyberman and enjoyed it, and I want that toy when it comes out this Christmas.
I'm going to go a step above common decency for myself and not get it.
All right, okay, uni boy. Just because you're a uni, you're better than us.
I'm going to wait until Blue Peter do make your own Cybermat out of sticky back plastic and a couple of head boxes. I'm going to make mine out of one of them.
Actually,
But
that's
I thought you were about to say, but here's one I made earlier.
Yeah, here's what I made earlier. I'm holding it in front of the microphone now.
You can all hear it. Ross. To be honest, a Blue Peter build does last forever. My Tracy Island is still going strong. There's a reference for you fans. No one seems to have laughed that far.
No.
No, we didn't know.
I'm the
I'm-
Doctor.
I'm-
I work in a shop now.
I'm just feeling guilty because I got my store-bought Tracy Island.
I've actually got a store-bought Tracy Island as well.
I haven't, I feel glad.
Whatever, Chris. It turns out you had a deprived childhood without a Tracy Island set.
A deprived childhood? I was a Thomas the Tank Engine fan through and through.
Alright, same here. Alright, I do.
So was I, but you have to have a bit of Thunderbirds, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to watch the Thunderbirds. I just didn't have my own Tracy Island.
Aww.
Well, Stormageddon.
That was quite good. I like the baby banter thing.
A brilliant touch, yeah.
I speak baby.
I speak baby. And it was a lovely callback to earlier in the series. And I found that it was sweet to see a man who was about to go to his death, knowingly, with a creature that's just come into the world and is knowingly new to it. And is just this lovely kind of... The dialogue he has with Stormageddon in the bed.
Yeah.
You know, save the tears for later, boyo. Absolutely loved that scene.
It wasn't very patronising. I think that's probably what the best thing about it was, because I don't think I've ever seen a scene like that on television, really,
Yeah.
where a grown man talks to a child and it's not, you know, just patronising or just silly or, you know, oh, one day you'll run my bread factory or something like that.
You'll run my bread factory.
Where'd you come from? Little we know, your surname was originally Hovis.